This is the secret sauce behind some of the biggest names of the business coaching industry. They made their easy millions teaching people how to make easy millions. It's a pyramid scheme that squirts bullshit out of its puckered peak. Welcome to Marketing Muckraking, the show that asks not simply what brand culture can do for us, but what it's doing to us. With your host, creative director, and brand strategist gone wild, Rachael Kay Albers, making fun of business and making business fun. This is the show for rebels, revolutionaries, and renegades who run businesses that burn the rulebook. If you're sick of business podcasts that have all the answers, well, I got nothing but questions. Let's go. Episode 9, How to Be an Overnight Success. No, really. You've probably heard it said, it takes 20 years to be an overnight success. But that is not entirely true. There is indeed an easy way to achieve success overnight, and it's selling overnight success. Oh, or weight loss. That too. This is the magic pill that coaches who coach coaches on coaching are always yammering on about, with Tiny Tony nodding approvingly over their shoulder. So creepy. If you're someone who wants to make millions with little effort and no innovation, just find a few other someones who want the same thing and voila! You've just had your first 6-figure launch, and you can use those stats to get to 7 figures the next time. I don't know if Grant Cardone's ads are following you around too, or if my algorithm is punking me, but I have watched that walking, talking cockroach scurry across my screen and gloat about his $63 million private jet so many times I had to go to therapy about it. The ad I just can't quite manage to disassociate from features him in his flying mean machine talking about his time on the Undercover Billionaire show. In his season, Cardone cosplays as my character Brad Brosakis, the braggy bro. He shaves his head, he slaps on some hipster glasses, and starts over in Pueblo, Colorado with $100 and the goal of making 7 figures in 90 days. So in the ad that I keep getting served, Cardone talks about his time on the show, and it's a sales pitch for this idea that anybody can become a millionaire in a few short months if they just have the determination and the desire to look and act as much like a flaccid dick funnel as humanly possible. And he makes his goal. Surprise, surprise. What did he sell in his 90 days of Normcore? Marketing. He sold overnight success. Okay, I absolutely do not recommend watching the show unless you want to burn calories from cringing so hard. Cardone is rude, whiny, and as insufferable as you would expect from an anthropomorphic pickle whose best-selling books include Be Obsessed or Be Average, and if you're not first, you're last. So the TLDR of it all, to save you the, 8-10 episodes, is that he proves my point. You can absolutely become an overnight success if your product is overnight success. Cardone hits 5.5 million in 90 days by hitching his wagon. Actually, it's an old Chevy truck that he won't stop talking about it. I did it all with an old truck. To the mythology that spending big bucks on marketing is an easy win. This is the secret sauce behind some of the biggest names of the business coaching industry. They made their easy millions teaching people how to make easy millions. It's a pyramid scheme that squirts bullshit out of its puckered peak with a strict refund policy. This fairy tale has a happy ending for its storytellers, but it is a nightmare for small businesses who fall for it. And yet, the industry as a collective puts so many potholes in the road to building a sustainable business, it's nearly impossible not to fall at some point. I talk to people all the time who are like, oh my gosh, I bought this one program, I feel so ashamed. And it's like, I don't know anyone who hasn't gotten taken by the grift. It is not a sign of shame. It's a sign that you're in the game, unfortunately, and the game is played by tricksters. Whether it's B-School or StoryBrand or Tiny Tony, my nickname for the industry behemoth that you might know as Tony Robbins, in his wee blazer, the message from celebrity coaches is identical. Buy my program, take my course, invest in my mastermind, and I'll sell you all my secrets. Scroll past the glossy testimonials about 10xing this and skyrocketing that, and you might miss the real secret buried in the fine print at the bottom of the sales page. Results not Typical. But I'm not doing this episode today to tell you something that you already know and probably found out the hard way. I'm doing this episode to tell you why these programs are so unsuccessful for their students and why even branding and marketing agencies that sell services similar to mine ultimately set their clients up for failure. Celebrity business coaching programs aren't actually coaching people to build businesses. They are recruiting followers into their flock to reinforce the mythology that made them millionaires. When people take business courses, they stop learning. When people hire an agency, they give up their agency. The secret is that believing the gatekeepers of online business have a secret to begin with is what shuts down critical thinking and mass produces more Tiny Tony replicas. Collect them all. There's Teeny Deeny, Mini Miller, and fun-sized Forleo. Yes, I am talking about Dean Graciosi, known FTC violator and real estate scammer Coom Kutcher Catcher, Donald Miller, whose StoryBrand certification MLM costs a cool $10K with a $5K licensing fee and operates much like a cult where they charge you for the Kool-Aid, and Marie Forleo, the booty camp business coach who will sue you faster for a negative review than you'll ever make your money back. And yeah, she actually really had a program called Live in the Moment Booty Camp, which she just recently rebranded as Time Genius. I see you, Forleo. I know what you're up to. And the secret behind the secret is that the biggest success stories that come out of these coaching programs already had the secret within them all along. They just paid for a program to remind them of that. One size fits all fits this false narrative. Not you. If you want to invest in business and marketing support that will best serve you, you're going to want to find a tailor, not a big box. There is such an inordinate amount of talk about scaling in this industry by people peddling solutions that have no business being scaled. The best business coach or brand strategist is the one who spends their time customizing their coaching to you and you alone, not tweaking their Facebook ads to fit as many people into their funnel as possible. Your audience, your offer, your time and resources, your unique contribution to your field. And this is the unsexy truth because building a business ain't a one-night stand. It is day after day, night after night of experimentation and trying and failing and then trying something else until you find your own secret sauce. And this process never ends. Just as you get comfy, culture inevitably shifts. Your audience changes. The algorithm changes. You change. And it's time to start experimenting again. No one, not a business coach, not a brand strategist, or a marketing company can pull a rabbit out of a hat for you. You got to make your own magic. And here is the part that no one puts on their sales page. In my 13 years of experience running a branding and marketing studio for small businesses, my most successful clients were already successful coming in the door. They hired me to help them better position something they were already the best at. And this is why I never share testimonials where I have claimed responsibility for helping a client 10x this or skyrocket that, because I didn't. No one can do that but them. I see this especially in copywriting. Thanks to the copy killer, I sent one email and I had an 11-figure launch. But it's never one email. The one email that doubles someone's revenue always relies on the attention of an existing audience, hard-won brand equity, and trust built over time. Or in some cases, the trust built by an affiliate who's vouching for you. It doesn't matter how talented the copywriter or the brand strategist or the marketer might be if you don't have those things. The only thing you're 10xing is your unsubscribes. The worst thing that you can do for your business is think that some celeb hosting a hot seat can take a quick glance at your brand and prescribe a magic pill. The magic pill is you. If you want to 10x something, 10x your investment in your own commitment to being a lifelong student of your business. And if you want to hire someone to help you, look for someone whose signature service is scaled to you, not the masses. When you hire an agency, always choose the company whose process is designed to reinforce your agency as a business owner. You want a highly customized collaborator, not a high volume coach. And this is why I still believe in sales calls. And I urge you to never sign up for a high-ticket experience that denies you one. I can't possibly know if I am the right fit for a business until I talk to its team first, ideally multiple times. The work of branding and marketing is a marathon. It is not a sprint. I need to know if we're compatible, the size of your expectations, and more importantly, what state your business is in before I decide to offer you a spot as my client. And this policy is about your success, not my bottom line. When I'm working with someone, we're in this together, but I can't run the race for them. In some cases, I find that a business needs to start training on its own, run a few 5Ks before we start pushing for the 26-miler. And in some cases, a business is ready to run faster, but they need a different approach, or I know they will get winded. Okay, enough with the running analogies, because I don't want to dupe you into thinking I've run an actual mile since gym class. And to be honest, I much prefer a brisk walk. The thought of running a marathon makes me want to dry heave into my robe. No. I'd rather conclude by painting a picture of business as art over business as self-inflicted torture. No offense. If you're a runner, you're amazing, and I want to be just like you when I grow up in my next life. Finding the right business coach, branding expert, or marketing strategist, it's like finding a new painting to hang on your wall. Yeah, you can head to the big box, get the same thing everyone else is getting. Go ahead and live, laugh, love all night long if that's what you're into. But we both know that art will never delight your soul or your bank account if we're bringing the analogy back to business. The right fit will delight you and delight in you. Their magic will be seeing your magic and helping you to make sure that the world sees it too. At my branding and marketing studio, RKA Inc., I don't have any ideal client profiles. I am always on the lookout for people who delight me, who are magical all on their own and are under no illusions that I will wave my magic wand and turn nothing into something. Quite the opposite. My best clients are also on the lookout for someone who sees their special something and is an expert not at overnight success, but pulling out and platforming their magic so it's on full, dazzling display for the world to delight into. And hey, could this be you? I am always on the lookout for people doing magical things in the world. So if this sounds like something you're looking for, let's talk. It is no secret that I am taking clients again. So get on my calendar. I'll see you on the internet. If you want more marketing muckraking and brand strategy gone wild, I invite you to subscribe to this show, and if you enjoyed it, leave me a review. That really helps me out. If you hated it, please send it to your enemies. They sound like good people. You can go to rachaelkayalbers.com/subscribe to get these updates in your inbox. And because this show is self-sponsored, if you wanted to support my work, you can go to buymearobe.com. That's where the magic happens. In the meantime, remember, it's not the age of the niche, it's the age of the wildcard bitch. See you on the internet.